Have you ever had the problem where you get the first shot off on an opponent, but you hit him in the body, or maybe you even whiff because your crosshair placement wasn't all the way there? Well, that's something I'm seeking to fix this episode. That way I can hone it and become a better player. So I need to break things down. I need to get into the science of high headshot percentage. And how did I do that? I started watching and vibe reviewing all the pros, looking at all their different types of aiming techniques, how they aim, their fundamentals. Alright, I started looking at Primmie. I started looking at Alexander. I even looked at anyone with a high headshot percentage. I'm talking 40 plus, which is actually literally insane for Valorant. Now, the first section I will cover is head level aiming. This is the first key to high headshot percentage. For those of you who don't understand head level aiming, there's a little known history with Valorant where every box in the map is usually around the same head level aiming height. It's about 16, 18 meters. You can do it in the range too as well. If you go to the far left, there's like a little box. Your whole objective is to feel it out. So every time you're running around the map, you have to envision an invisible box right in front of you and try and get perfect head level aim everywhere you aim. A method for a lot of newer players you could do, it's a little bit janky, but if you guys have Yoru and you head into the custom games, if you throw down a clone and you just let the clone walk around the map, you can kind of gauge or have a better idea of where head level is based off of the clone. If you have friends, it'll make it a lot easier, you know, if you play custom games with your friends, but if you're just solo and you kind of just want to, you know, just vibe out by yourself, you could try it with clones to get a feeling of where it's at. The only issue is you can't have them stand still or do anything, so, you know, it's a little bit rough on the edges, but I mean, it's better than nothing, right? Or you could use the AimLab. That's right, I'm talking the good old reliable. AimLab says it's like head-level aiming technology that they've invented. I personally haven't used it recently, so, I don't know. Maybe it might be good for some of you guys. Now, once you've gained the ability of head-level aimer gamer, what you're going to want to do is go into deathmatch, and when you're playing deathmatch, you want to, like, hard focus on head-level aiming now, alright? If you die, like, 6 million times, it doesn't matter. We're not going for style points, we're not going for flicks, we're just going for head-level aim. Now I move on to phase 2 of the plan! Alright, once you understand head-level aiming as a whole, then there will be 2 different types of aiming styles you can utilize to propel head-level aiming. One being pre-aiming, and the other being slicing the pie. Now for the first one, pre-aiming, this is going to be a dramatic example of it. I'd only utilize pre-aiming when you really know where the enemy is and where they are positioned. Whether you have info, like a dart, you hear a sound cue, or one of your teammates gave you a call out that they're holding it. That's the only reason I would actually try and pre-aim a corner. The issue is if the enemy is on an off angle, you're just going to get wrecked every time, and you're going to be at a massive disadvantage. Now for the second one, to fix killing an opponent on an off angle, or if you don't really know it, that's where slicing the pie comes into play. Really good when you're, especially if you're lurking or if you're going around the map and you're trying to figure out where these enemies are hiding. Now, there's 2 different ways you could also slice the pie. I've seen some people actually pre-aim slice the pie, where you aim at the corner, you go around each corner, and like, you know, like you essentially are pre-aiming each area. Then the other way is also rounding the corner. As you're slicing the pie, you're going around the corner. Hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. You know, as you know, I'm still learning as well, but that's kind of my rough understanding of it. Now, unfortunately, my brain is fried. But with great training comes great responsibility. I really try and hone in on getting away from lazy crosshairs, okay? And recently, I actually managed to get a clean ace after baiting my whole team. And actually, like, it felt pretty clean. And in my mind, it started to click a little bit more. And as you can see, this is kind of where I try to use crosshair placement to its advantage. You can see I slowly round the corner to try to find where these last 2 guys are. You can see that I'll see Clove. I then pre-aim around the corner to try and catch Clove. Then I try and fake out this jet. But obviously it doesn't really work. I know he's going to probably still hold that corner, so I slow peek it and instant tap, you know what I'm saying? And as you can see, I'm getting super hyped. I still lost the game, unfortunately. And now here's another nasty clip from me, you know what I'm saying? Here, I'm rounding this corner. I'm not sure if they're holding or not. The jet holds, peeks me, I tinker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pre-firing, I'm aiming, I'm looking at the map now, right? Because I'm a true player. I'm watching my teammate. I see the enemies on the map. Head level aim. Boom, and then transfer, look at that. When you head level aim, it's like significantly easier to target switch, especially when you understand the head level height. There's 2 benefits to head level aiming, alright? One is the complement to your raw aim, right? As I said before, it allows you to target switch and flow more easily, allowing your raw aim to shine. And the second one is actually preparation. You have to be prepared for the enemy. Envision where the enemy is peeking and how they're going to peek you. Are they going to wide swing? Are they going to close swing? You know what I mean? It's all these different types of variables that we can have with head level aiming. And once you understand this, you can also use it against your enemies. So you can understand, like in these clips by Primmie, he jumps on top of the railing to throw off the enemy's crosshair. Now, as you can see from the enemy's perspective, this is like a normal peek. This is how people usually peek the main. Here, you can see how Primmie peeked a main on the jet, and you can see how much of a different, like, gap it is for the flick for you to actually try and hit from normal head level height. Or you can even crouch peek around a corner. once you understand head level aiming as a whole, it can like open your mind. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you my stats right here. I know, like, dude, it's disgusting, but right now it's okay. Like I say, when you're learning new skills, whether it's aiming, whether it's mechanics, whether it's, you know, anything, game sense even, when you're trying to focus on it, you're gonna take a hit. Right now, I'm in a development recession. Okay, I'm getting beat the fuck up out of it. The whole plan I have with head level aim is the more I engrave it into my mind, it'll eventually become subconscious to where I don't have to focus on it anymore, and I can actually start focusing on the game, which I have seen like decent results, as you guys seen with some of the clips. Clearing the maps, I just feel a little bit more confident now. My raw aim's shining a little bit better. With that being said, I know I've been gone for almost a month, and I've been busy with life. Alright, I've been fixing cars a lot, as you know.
Fucked up the bed, I fucked it. Fucking, she's alive, baby.
I know I told you guys I was going to stream. Like, countless amounts of times I've said, oh, I'm gonna stream, bro, I'm gonna stream. This time, I'm serious, alright? And I have a challenge, right? I think it'll be fun, and I want to surprise you guys with it. But the stream is going to be Saturday the 10th at 12 p.m. EST, which is... I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you know, I'm testing out new styles, testing out new things. Right, behind the scenes, I've still been playing Valorant. Obviously, every now and then I can't play it. I'll still DM and stuff like that. Fucking laundry list of excuses. Again, never give up on your hopes and dreams. Continue to grind. I actually seen a lot of you guys actually in the Discord, shameless plug, that have been grinding and getting Immortal Complete, Radiant Complete, 156. Proud of you, gang. Jonas, proud of you, gang. Yo, you guys are actually cooking. I swear when I look at those, bro, and I know I don't aim train anymore as much, like use the aim trainer like benchmarks and stuff, but fucking sweet, dude. That shit's awesome. That is actually incredible. Hopefully you guys are participating in Lg's event that he has going on every month. He has the LG circuit. Alright, make sure you guys are going into that as well. I'll leave that in the description. You know what I'm saying? Because aimers aim, you feel, man. Aim training, in my mind, is still one of the most important ideals ever. Mouse control. With mouse control, you control the game. You know what I'm saying? Look, boom. Quote that. Copyright that. But that should be it. Adios, muchachos. Peace. Alright.